From the rain-affected Melbourne derby at the MCG to the Chamari Bay at the SCG, a lot went down this week. And here we are with the top 4 teams locked in for the WBBL09 final series. We'll discuss what happened in the group stage and much more in this episode of The Outside View, powered by Alistar.
स्मार्ट हो रहा है इंडिया, जैसे इंडिया में बना एलिस्टा स्मार्ट LED TV with world class clarity and amazing features.
So the group stage ended with the defending champions Adelaide Strikers thumping Hobart Hurricanes to seal a home final, the top spot, and equal the WBBL wins record of 11 wins set by Sydney Sixers last season. Hobart Hurricanes were on the receiving end of the thumping, were technically in contention for the knockouts till the very last match day, but failed to make it. Brisbane Heat make it to their 6th consecutive WBBL knockouts, and what seemed like a smooth sailing into the knockouts for them and Sydney Thunder, but turns out both were made to work really hard for it, as both the teams managed to win just one game each out of their last 4 matches. The high-flying Perth Scorchers found themselves in a similar boat as Heat and Thunder, losing all 3 of their final group stage matches. And the final positions of the 3 teams, the venues for the Eliminator and Challenger, did go down to the wire, being decided on the final match day. And the season never really kicked off for the 2 Melbourne teams. Renegades in particular were poor, winning just 2 games and accumulating just 4 points. However, the Stars redeemed themselves at the end of the season, winning 4 out of their last 5 group stage matches. With the top 4 locked in, let's look at the fixtures of the WBBL9 knockouts. 4th place Sydney Thunder will face 3rd place Brisbane Heat in the Eliminator, and in the Challenger, Perth Scorchers will be awaiting the winner of the Eliminator on November 29th. And on December 2, the defending champions would be looking to make it 2-2 against the winners of the Challenger. Now coming to the star performers of the WBBL9 group stage, first up is a player who was overlooked at the WBBL Overseas Players Draft, Chamari Atapattu. The Sri Lanka skipper has given the much needed explosive start to Thunder whenever needed. She is the 2nd highest run getter and has scored 5 50s on her way. And that's not it, she has even chipped in with the ball with multiple economical spells and has picked up wickets when called upon. Chamari also deserves her fair share of credit in taking Thunder, the wooden spoon winners of last season, to the knockouts this year. And with WPL 2024 auctions just a few weeks away, which franchise do you think will go all out for Chamari Atapattu? Now moving on to a 2nd star performer, it is Beth Mooney. 400 or more runs in every WBBL season. Beth Mooney is the only player to do that, and she had to make it to the star performers list of the group stage. And those unbeaten scores of 101 and 91, and that too back-to-back, were the cherry on top to her brilliant outing with the bat this season. And as the group stage comes to an end, Beth Mooney is on top of the batting charts. Talking about the batting charts, Beth Mooney is closely followed by Chamari Atapattu, with Elise Perry in 3rd. And whereas in the bowling department, Sophie Day and Annabelle Sutherland, the Melbourne Stars duo, occupy the top spots. And Amanda Jade Wellington, who ranks 5th in this chart, is our next star performer of the league stage. The joint highest wicket taker of the tabletop was Strikers and one of the most economical bowlers of WBBL. Amanda Jade Wellington has been doing it for years now. She took 23 wickets in each of the last 2 seasons, and this season too she crossed the 20 wicket mark, taking Strikers to their 3rd consecutive WBBL final. And now the final star performer of the group stage, Elise Perry. She was back bowling for the first time since the Ashes, nearly after 4 months, and Perry never disappoints. She went on to take a 5-4, producing her career best T20 figures, and to go with it, she scored an unbeaten 44 in the same game. This was the exact match that turned around Sixers season, taking them on a great winning run. Perry is high up on the batting charts, and to go with it, she has 13 wickets too. And even though the Sixers couldn't finish in the top 4 places, Perry led from the front, inspiring them to finish the season on a high, finishing 5th. However, there are other players too who couldn't make it to our star performers list, but had incredible outings in WBBL9. Annabelle Sutherland is one of them, starting with the bat and the ball for the Melbourne Stars. She was one of the bright spots for them along with Sophie Day. First Scorchers skipper Sophie Devine and Amy Edgar, Lizzie Lee of the Hurricanes, Katie Mack of the Strikers, and Heat skipper Jess Jonathan are some of the notable mentions. Now talking about the only Indian of the WBBL, Harmanpreet Kaur's Renegades did not have the best of outings this season, with only 2 wins in the entire campaign. The Indian skipper returns for the home season against England and Australia with a handful of wickets to her name, a couple of great catches, and finishing as the top scorer for Renegades, but not at the strike rate she would have ideally wanted. That's it from the league stage of WBBL9. So what do you think? Can Adelaide Strikers make it 2 in a row? Stay tuned with Women's CricZone for all the updates from the knockout stages and the India A vs England A T20 series live from Mumbai. This is Nitin Singh signing out from this episode of The Outside View, powered by Alista.
स्मार्ट हो रहा है इंडिया, जैसे इंडिया में बना एलिस्टा स्मार्ट एलईडी टीवी विद वर्ल्ड क्लास क्लैरिटी एंड अमेजिंग फीचर्स।